Why we are unemployed means only single digit of the workforce in the country is actually formally skilled. Academic performance is always rated in accordance with what we write in the exam. So it has become exam oriented rather than skill oriented. Only 14% of the Indian employees feel they are thriving. The workforce planning HR plays very important role in aligning the workforce with the future needs and skilling requirements. 85 million jobs will be lost due to automation, but good news is that 97 million jobs will be newly created. Demography wise, everybody says we are an excellent demographic dividend. Half of the population, 54%, is less than 25 years, and 64% is in the age of working age group. And we are one of the youngest countries in the world with an average age of 28.7 years. Karnataka also, we are doing very well. We contribute about $330 billion US billion dollar to GDP. In GDP, whatever you look at GDP, GST, direct taxes, exports, we are normally number 2, number 3 in top 3. We are known, everybody knows, we are known for IT, BT, R&D and many other things. We are number 1 on India Innovation Index for the last 3 years. We export 42% software, we have 40% unicorns, 33% bioeconomy we contribute, 15% electronic exports we contribute. Bangalore is the 4th largest technology cluster in the world. We have 400 Fortune 500 companies. We attract maximum VC in the country. So everything looks very well. But the problem is twofold. One is, as a country, our growth is very good in the last few years, but growth is not across the regions. It is not, inequality is there across the views. Number 2 is unemployment. India, in the country, the unemployment is at 8%, whereas Karnataka is lucky enough, our unemployment ratio is 2.8%. This is mainly what has happened is why we are unemployed means only single digit of the workforce in the country is actually formally skilled. Compared to other countries like South Korea, it is said 96% are formally skilled. Japan 80%, Germany 75%, USA 52%. And it is said that 15% of our graduates are unemployed. 80% of engineers lack skills. And with this, every year we are adding 7 to 8 million to the workforce. The basic problem is we study for getting the degree. Our studies are always, our academic performance is always rated in accordance with what we write in the exam. So it has become exam oriented rather than skill oriented. So we are realized in the last few years, we have realized that we have to impart skills along with the education. Skills and education should go together. That is what we realized in the last few years. So we are taking up we are not of challenges. Not only that, even our curriculum is not up to date. It is what we teach. Even if we have vocational education, whatever we teach, whatever skills we impart, and there is a mismatch with what industry needs. Critical technologies, including emerging technologies, AI. It is said that the World Economic Forum has said that in another 2 years, 85 million jobs will be lost due to automation. But good news is that 97 million jobs will be newly created. But for the newly created jobs, we should be ready. We should be skilled in the emerging sector and newly created jobs. And we should encourage women's participation. There is also rural employment divide. All these things we have to take care of. So today is the topic how industry can contribute to the HR, how industry can contribute to the skilling. I will say that within the industry, again, the workforce planning, HR plays very important role in aligning the workforce with the future needs and skilling requirements. So I listed 6-7 points where industry can contribute and work with government so that we will be up to date in skilling. One is HR and industry, HR managers, HR including HR and industry, can collaborate with our skill development programs. We have a lot of government skill development programs and vocational courses run in ITIs, polytechnics, engineering colleges. You can contribute because what he said is ultimately even if we skill you, it is said that they are not useful to the industry. So I feel that if industry can participate in the curriculum design and give specific inputs, that will help the government. Secondly, you can provide the apprenticeship programs. You can hire apprentices in your company for the on-the-job training and mentorship. And you can even collaborate with our government of India scheme called National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme, where we can work together. Third is industry, academia, and government linkage. You can engage with our universities, colleges, technical institutes. You can come as guest lecturers. You can organize workshops, give internships to the students. Then there are sector skill councils like aerospace and aviation industry. Sector skill council is here only. You can collaborate with the sector skill councils of relevance to you and participate in skill gap assessment, and you can tell us where we should train the people. Next item I wanted to highlight was the continuous lifelong learning. You can, because technology is changing so fast, so you have to encourage your staff to upskilling and reskilling, and you have to organize various programs and online courses for them. Next, I would request you to use your CSR funding for the skill development programs. Then finally, I would say that industry and HR, though we are everywhere, it seems very rosy picture that we are very fast developing and very fast moving as an economy. We should support the skilling, industry should support the skilling requirements of marginalized groups, women and differently abled. So this is as far as the skilling is concerned what I wanted to say. And but before leaving, I wanted to quote one report. It's called Gallup 2024 State of the Workplace Report. This I quoted earlier in June when I was called for similar HR conference by CHRMP. Some of you may be there, so it will be repetition, but I thought it is worth repeating. It says, only 14% of the Indian employees feel they are thriving, whereas the world global average is 34%. That means remaining 86% of the employees are struggling or suffering. This is the report. Then over 40% are sad, 32% feel stressed, 35% experience daily anger. Most supervisors like HR managers or other supervisors are also struggling with their own burnout. This is the finding. And it is said that 8.9 trillion was lost in global GDP in the last year because of low people or employee engagement. And it is also said that 20% of world employees experience daily loneliness, and loneliness is higher for fully remote workers. So I saw your Arogya World Healthy Workplace, Nandani sitting there. So this is directed towards you and all HR managers, that you should take care of the health of your employees. And I wanted to quote another thing. Recently, maybe about few days back, there was an article in New Indian Express, 8th August 2024. There are 8,419 organ seekers in the Karnataka state who are waiting for single organ transplant. Out of this, 20% of organ seekers in Karnataka are techies and corporate employees, corporate workers. This is because unmanaged chronic stress, poor dietary habits, irregular sleeping patterns, hypertension, and sedentary work. So as a well-being, in fact, somewhere that building a thriving workforce is a dynamic landscape. So this aptly suits. So recently, just few days back, it was in some newspaper, Indian Express, so I wanted to mention. So firstly, I would like to thank you for calling me today. Secondly, I hope you will contribute towards a thriving workforce in a dynamic landscape. Thank you.